Hi, I'm Mary Jo Boyd, and I'm a legal technologist.
And I'm Paul Perdue, and I'm the infrastructure nerd.
Today we're going to talk about Matter Manager and its ability to push through to tabs to get detailed billing information in front of the attorneys.
That's right. The Matter Manager is new in version 16. Very cool, provides all sorts of information to people who are using PracticeMaster. One of the things that it brought to the forefront was the ability to see the previous balance and the total work in process. But some attorneys want more. They want to know what bills were sent when, what payments were made when, and all this detailed information lives in tabs. The problem is, you don't really want an attorney rooting around in tabs because they could maybe mess things up. So we're going to show you a technique that we've developed that allows the attorney to push through to tabs and see the things that they need to see without messing things up.
Can you show us how to do that, Paul?
I sure can.
Awesome.
In version 16 of PracticeMaster, the Matter Manager was introduced. The Matter Manager is a single screen where you can go to see all that there is to see about a matter within PracticeMaster. For instance, the All Activity view shows me for the currently active matter, Martin Wilson's .00 case, all the fees, notes, emails, everything that's communication or status or progress related about this case. All the activity, in essence, ordered chronologically so that we can see exactly what's happening with this matter from one day to the next. Now, if we click this drop down, we can see all sorts of other information: calendar, contacts, costs, documents if you're keeping them in PracticeMaster, fees, journal, people, all sorts of things. If we want to go to the people file, there it is. But this all activity view gives us this straightforward, what's going on with this matter sort of view in a chronological order. The contacts show up over here. These are the main contacts for the client. This is the client, this is the contact. If they have phone numbers or emails in their contact record, then those phone numbers and emails will show up here as links that you can click on. Of course, the phone numbers being clickable means that you have auto dial set up in PracticeMaster. Down here we have all the people, not just the main client and main contact. Anybody that would be in the people file or medical providers, anybody that's a contact that's tied to this matter. If you need more information about that particular contact, all you do is click there and you get their contact record, and when you exit out, you're brought right back to the Matter Manager. Now, what's really exciting about the Matter Manager is this billing summary, because before the Matter Manager, there was no way to get access to billing related information from within PracticeMaster. But this brings to us the ability to get the amount due, the previous balance, if you will, the work in process fees and cost, the current balance, which they would owe if they were to get a bill today, how much they have in client funds, also how much they have in trust account balance, and it can show a number of trust accounts if the client has money in a number of trust account bank accounts. Their aged accounts receivable, how this past due amount breaks down among the aging periods, who's primarily responsible, the category, the date of the last payment and the amount, and the date of the last statement and the invoice number. A whole wealth of information from the billing system. This serves many people's purposes right from this screen. But a lot of attorneys are going to have more questions financially or billing related about this matter. And so we developed a best practice that we like to call pushing through to tabs. And when we push through to tabs by clicking this button right here, we're pushing through to Martin Wilson's Client Manager screen within the billing system. Now, if you're an administrator or you're a billing person and you're watching this video, you are probably cringing right now, because the last thing you want in that role is for an attorney to be getting into the billing system and doing things that they don't understand. An attorney let loose in the billing system could cause all sorts of havoc if they mistakenly update statements that weren't ready to be updated, or they mistakenly print a final bill when they really just want to look at a client's bill. And we've developed this concept with that in mind. You'll notice that the icons that are showing up at the bottom of the Client Manager in this configuration don't have anything to do with anything that would be scary. You don't see write up or write down. You don't see write off client. Those are things that you as a billing administrator or as a firm administrator might have set up in your Client Manager, but we've excluded those things here. And in a minute, we'll show you that even if the attorney gets lost and gets out here to where they could have access to those things, they can't do them. Instead, we've presented the attorney with things that are meaningful to him or her. Transaction file list, where they can go and see all the archived and current WIP transactions for this client. Client ledger report, client budget, a reprint a statement, generate a statement, and I must point out this is generating a draft statement, not a final. Aged detail or summary work in process. And these icons can be customized by firm and even down to the level of the timekeeper. Now, a good example of that would be that the partners are allowed to see certain things that the associates aren't, and then the associates are allowed to see other things that maybe the paralegals aren't. We can develop that layered approach to who sees what. So maybe the client, the attorney wants to come in and see what bills have been sent to this client and what payments have they made. Well, the client ledger would show statements, here's one, and payments. We have a $100 payment. We sent this statement for $435 with a $15 advance. We've billed them $450, they've paid $100, they still owe $350. Or maybe they want to see the actual transaction file list that shows everything that we billed or that's currently waiting to be billed. Or any of these other things that would provide information in a report format. Any of the reports can be added to this screen. Maybe you want them to be able to come in here and look at fees. Or maybe you want them to be able to edit their own fees. Or maybe you want them to be able to look at what payments have been entered. But when they go in to try and add a payment, it says they can't do it. And if you look at this payment that we just looked at, you'll notice everything's grayed out. They can't change anything. So we can set up the access rights down to the fact that they can edit and add fees, but they can't delete them, or they aren't allowed to touch costs at all, or they're allowed to see certain reports and not others. What if they click this and get into the client configuration section? That could really cause trouble, right? No, because as you'll notice, everything that they can see is there only for them to see. It's grayed out. They couldn't actually change how the bills are set up or what the client contact is or who the bills are going to. They can see this information, but they can't touch it. If they try to touch it, it says access denied. Back here, what if they were to get out of here by mistake and come in here and click on update statements? Doesn't work. All they can do is see what they're supposed to see, and when they click X to exit out of tabs, they come right back to the matter manager. So here they are, they want some information, they click this button, they go in here, they click X when they're done, they're right back at the matter manager. If they go in and they try to get into something they're not supposed to, they either can look and not touch, or if it's really something they're not supposed to be in, they can be told they don't have the rights to do that. And that is how we push through to tabs from the matter manager to give attorneys varying levels of access to the most detailed billing information that they could ever possibly want. That with a little bit of education on how to use it and how to interpret that billing information, and all of a sudden attorneys are able to answer questions for clients right away instead of having to wait until they can get an answer back from the billing department. And that's it. Attorneys can see the information they need, and billing administrators and firm administrators can rest assured that those attorneys aren't going to get into the wrong place and accidentally update statements or advance months or any of the things that could go wrong when an attorney gets loose in Tabs 3.
So that gives you peace of mind that they can still be there without messing things up.
That's right, and that allows you to worry less
And practice more.